Hey everyone, first of all, feel free to join the new The Rasmus fan forum I've created on therasmusfans.com. I will now talk a little about the history of the Rasmus, but feel free to skip to the interview. The Rasmus will represent Finland in the Eurovision Song Contest in Italy with their song Jezebel. The Rasmus is a Finnish alternative rock band founded in 1994. There was a large variety of music styles on the first albums Peep, Playboys and Hell of a Tester, like funk rock, punk rock or even reggae. Drummer Janne Heiskanen left the band to pursue personal adventures in Asia, and the band almost broke up in 1999. The song Liquid was essential for the new direction of the band. With a new record label and a new drummer, Aki Hakala, the band released very successful albums from 2001 to 2005, such as Into, Dead Letters and Hide from the Sun, making melancholic pop rock and alternative rock and selling millions of albums around the world. Their biggest hit songs from this era are For Falling, In the Shadows, Sail Away and No Fear. They also collaborated with Apocalyptica and Him. During that time, I got to know the Rasmus when I was 9 years old, and since then I fell in love with their music. I now make my own music and I focus on the Rasmus covers on this channel. In 2008 they worked together with hit producer Desmond Child to create the album Black Roses, which was mostly written in Greece and Nashville. Great songs such as Living in a World Without You and Justify were written during that time. Lauri also went back to blonde for a little while. And they also cooperated with Annette Olson, ex-singer from Nightwish, to make the ballad October and April. After a break, they released their self-titled album The Rasmus in 2012, going back to the roots of recording their songs in a quick way and without a big production behind it. Stranger, I'm a Mess and Sky are great songs from this era. Guitarist Pauli lived in Singapore during this era. After an even longer break, they released the album Dark Matters in 2017, which was produced by The Family. Lauri moved from Finland to Los Angeles and then to Hawaii. Bassist Arrow lives in Australia. The band wanted to create songs that they would like to hear themselves. It is a very interesting album which incorporates pop rock music, hip hop and metal. In my opinion, you can even hear influences of the first albums in the first song Paradise. You should definitely give Wonderman and Empire a listen. In 2021, guitarist Pauli Rantasalmi announced that he would leave the band after being part of it for 27 years. He created many famous riffs and solos for songs like Immortal or Not Like the Other Girls and was a big part of the songwriting. Empu Suhonen, who is a very well-known guitarist and singer in Finland, joined the band in late 2021. They won the Finnish pre-selection UMK and will represent Finland in the Eurovision Song Contest 2022. I think I can speak for many people when I say that their music is really inspiring and emotional. It helps me enjoy happy moments in life even more, and it has helped me through difficult moments lots of times. Now, let's listen to the interview. Hi Lauri, great to meet you. The Rasmus won the Finnish pre-selection UMK. Now you go to Eurovision. And how are you and how excited are you about that?
Very excited, of course. It was a big push to win it. We really rehearsed a lot and had a huge effort to get the prize. It feels great. I think I feel like we are a right band to represent Finland in Italy in May, and it's going to be a lot of fun to go there. I actually haven't been in Turin before. We have played in Italy many times, but not in this city, so it's going to be cool.
So exciting. And how do you actually practice the performance being so far away in Hawaii? Like, do you only practice the vocal performance and the band in Finland does the staging, or how does it work?
No, we come together in Helsinki for the rehearsals. It's impossible to do it remotely like this. Yeah. You know, it's my morning here. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning now in Hawaii, and in Finland it's 8 o'clock in the evening. So yeah. It's like even that is
at the other side of the world. Yeah.
Yeah. So we come together. I'll be here just for a week now, okay. And then I go back to Europe for the rehearsals.
Yeah, and actually the mood in the band seems to be so amazing with Empu now in the band. You're also happy and like, how is the mood in the band at the moment?
It's very good. It's very good. I think about a year ago, we went through some really difficult times when Pauli, the guitarist, he let us know that he's leaving the band. is quitting, and for about 3 months we had no guitarist, and at the same time there was the corona situation, and my personal life was jammed. So there was a moment that we actually thought about breaking up with the band not so long ago. And so now things have changed a lot. In the last 6 months, we wrote some new music. We got a new guitarist, Emilia, and who joined us in September. Really feels like a new beginning for the band. So sometimes you have to go through hard times to be born again, and I think that's something that's about to happen right now with the band. It feels amazing, and Emilia's Empu's presence as a new member is really huge. She has a huge impact on us, the rest of us. I think she really fits the band perfectly. She's very similar as a person to us, but she also brings something new to the palette. I think she is amazing guitarist, but also she's very charismatic performer and funny and fun person. So she's just the perfect girl for us.
Yeah, I think so too, definitely. And of course, I've also heard her material on YouTube, and she's actually a very great singer. So can we expect a duet on the album or live maybe?
We'll see. I think so far we have practiced some of the old songs for the tours, and she's been singing along, and it sounds great that, it's me, Eero, and Empu singing together like 3-part harmonies, and it sounds really beautiful. I think it's a good addition.
Wow, amazing. Last year you actually wrote already Bones and Venomous Moon. So, and you also said you wrote 5 or 6 songs for the new album, but now that it's a new era for the band, and I've seen that you have been recording songs in Nashville too. So will the album be completely different now, actually, than what was planned before?
It's going to be different because we started working on the album really 2 years ago. It's been a long process.
When Corona hit, yeah.
Yes, and then all these things happened, and all of a sudden we have a new lineup in the band, and I think this new energy, this new vibe, we really want to capture this moment. So we've been writing new songs, and actually next week I'm going back to Nashville to continue working with Desmond Child, and we are still writing songs and producing a couple of new tracks for the album. So it's really something we don't want to rush too much, because we want the album to be perfect, of course.
Yeah. And actually at the end of the year, you will finally play live again on tour. So I can't wait to see you in Germany. My question is, you have many great songs, let's say Stranger, Sky, Wonderman, Lost and Lonely. And of course, it's not possible to play every song live. So how do you actually choose songs for a set list?
Sometimes we ask the fans, like a couple of years ago, we played a tour when we asked the fans to write their favorite songs, to do a set list, and then we picked the songs based on that. That was pretty nice. But then I think we just go by the ear, sort of improvise whatever feels right. What I think a lot of people want to hear, In the Shadows and Living in a World Without You. So we can't just skip those. Gotta play the hits too.
Of course.
But I like playing more special songs, like you mentioned Sky, for example, which is a track that is number 10 on the album 6. It's not really a biggest song, but it really, it's a moody song, and it's sometimes fun to go back to those kind of smaller songs, and you seem to forget those quite easy because the hits will overrule everything.
Yeah, definitely. What gives you inspiration to write music? Do you write mostly on a computer or on a guitar?
I write more on a guitar, but recently I've I've tried this method that when a melody or a lyric come to my mind, I don't let myself touch any instruments. So I'm actually trying to put the song together inside my head first, and that's really nice because then I'm able to kind of keep all the possible doors open before I start putting down the chords and stuff like that, or a rhythm. So I'm sort of trying to figure out the song without touching the instruments. That's an interesting technique.
So each song is special and unique, but is there any Rasmus song that is unknown or like underrated, maybe a bit hidden, like maybe a B-side that you really like?
Well, I really like the song we put out not so long ago called Holy Grail. Holy Grail was like a kind of like a between song after the Dark Matters album, and it's not on any of the albums. So, but that song has like something. I sometimes have gone back to it and like thinking like, this is pretty good. I mean, there's some kind of emotion there that I really like. It's hard to explain, and as a writer, I usually like the small little details. Maybe people don't even hear them, but it's just like how I feel it.
I also like the bedroom session in the forest in Finland.
Yeah,
it was a great one.
Thank you.
Okay, and the last question. I saw that you will participate in the Eurovision in concert in Amsterdam in 1 week, I think, or 2 weeks. So how excited are you for that? And have you checked out some of the other acts already?
Yes, I have checked out some of the acts, not all of them. I think they were just picked, some of them last week. So now the lineup is complete, and it's going to be really interesting to go through all the artists, and I'm sure it's going to be very inspiring too. I like the song. The Ukrainian song. It's like it has a special vibe. I think they are very much possible winner for this year, because the situation, I think they will get a lot of love and support from people all over the world.
Surely, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they sing about though. It's a mystery.
I don't know either.
Yeah. And then I listened to the Italian song, and that's very stylish, like a ballad. And I think Italians are putting a lot of effort this year again, and in the whole competition. They got so excited from last year.
Lauri, thank you very much and good luck for the Eurovision. We're all behind you and will support you. And love to Empu, Aki, and Eero.
I will tell them. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Have
so
a
much.
great day.
You too. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.